They warned her, never follow a face too perfect to be real. She didn't listen, and by the time she understood why, she was already lost in the forest with a stranger who was falling apart, piece by piece. In the town of Oyo-Ile, there lived a girl named Abeni, and everyone agreed she was the most beautiful woman anyone had seen in a generation. Suitors came from every direction, farmers, traders, even a prince from a neighboring town. Abeni turned every one of them away. Too short, she would say, too poor, too plain, too ordinary. Her mother warned her again and again, Abeni, a good heart is worth more than a fine face. One day, your pride will walk you somewhere you cannot return from. Abeni only laughed. Then, on a market day like any other, he appeared. A man unlike any she had seen. Tall, flawless, dressed in clothes so fine, it seemed woven by spirits. He said nothing to anyone until he saw Abeni and smiled. That night, Abeni told her mother, I have found him, the one worth waiting for. Her mother's face went pale. Nobody in this town knows that man's family. Nobody knows where he sleeps. Abeni, please. Abeni packed her things by morning. They left the town together. The stranger leading her deeply down a path she didn't recognize, further than any farm, any river she knew. An old woman selling kola nuts at the edge of town grabbed Abeni's wrist as they passed. Look at his skin, child, she whispered. Look closely. Abeni pulled her away and kept walking. As they passed an anthill, the stranger stopped. He reached down to his leg and calmly removed it, placing it beside the mound. Thank you for the loan, he said to the empty air, and kept walking. Now limping, now missing a leg that had never truly been his. Abeni's breath caught, but she said nothing. She kept walking. At the stream, he returned an arm. At the old baobab tree, an eye. Piece by piece, the beautiful man was disappearing, and what remained underneath was not a man at all. By the time they reached the deepest part of the forest, only his skull remained, floating just above the ground, rattling softly as it spoke her name. Where are you going? The skull asked, in a voice that was no longer warm. You wanted perfection. Now you have found me. Abeni ran, but the forest had no path leading back, only deeper, darker trees closing in around her like a cage. She was alone, miles from home, night falling, trapped with a spirit who had worn a man's face only long enough to lure her away. As she wept beneath an iroko tree, a small voice broke from near her feet, a tiny cricket, one she had once fed crumbs to without thinking, without pride, back when she still noticed the small things of the world. I remember your kindness, the cricket said. Follow my sound. Do not look back, no matter what calls your name. The skull called her name 3 times behind her, each one closer, each one more like her mother's voice, then her own voice, then something with no name at all. Abeni did not turn. By sunrise, she stumbled back into Oyo-Ile alive, shaking, humbled. Abeni never again turned away a good heart for the sake of a fine face, and whenever a new stranger walked into the market, too perfect, too polished, too unfamiliar, the elders would tell this story to their daughters. Beauty can wear any face it wants. Character cannot be borrowed. Choose the one that stays whole, even when nobody is watching.